political when it comes to the best five on the offensive line. Do you guys still think it's a political thing? Because just say if Guyton can't go, I thought Austin Richards improved last year, but will you think they will actually kick Tyler out, or will they actually let Austin play? Do you think the Cowboys got rid of this political shit and just gonna let the best five play?
You know what? I think they will if Guyton wasn't a first round pick.
Mm-hmm.
See, with him being a first round pick,
Political.
I don't I don't see it. I don't see it. If he was a second round pick, then I'd be more inclined to say, hey, they're gonna go with the best five. But I think whoever picked him, whoever the scout was, whoever signed off on, they are right. They're nervous. They're pretty nervous right now. But if I was them, I would let Austin Richards do his thing until Tyler beat him out. That's what I would do. But they still got to pay him the money, and it comes down to the money.
Yeah.
But I hope they don't be political because it doesn't make any sense.
Okay. Anybody else?
I think that's the reason Hoffman hasn't started.
Yeah.
Because he's an undrafted free agent. He is good enough to be at that right guard position. He was good enough for the Cowboys not have to spend a first rounder on Booker. So honestly, they're gonna keep Tyler Smith at left guard. It's just gonna happen. They're not looking anywhere. I think they want that interior to at least be the best part of the offensive line, and for that to be where the camaraderie is, which is not a bad thing. They're looking at what the Chiefs did. The Chiefs did that with Joe Tooney, Trey Smith, and Creed Humphrey. So the formula's there. It's just a matter of if they believe in Guyton more than anything, honestly.
Well, but you know what? Keeping the guys where they're at says a lot about their new coaching, especially on the line and their philosophy there. Because a lot of us thought that quickly that, all right, and like how you said it, Big Chris, about the politics and not putting Brock Hoffman there. And we want to see Brock on the field because he's a friend of the show and he's a friend of ours. But we like him at the swing tackle. He's the Jumbo Joe Looney of this of this version of the Cowboys line. But I think everybody stays the same. It says a lot about their confidence in their coaching and what they could do, and that's something that gets lost with the Cowboys because we always have one of the most talented rosters, but it seems that coaching has fallen short through the years, led it to be like game time decisions or managing the game and stuff like that. We've had the teams to win higher and get to where we want to be, but now the coaching in practice and time is going to say a lot of their confidence in these guys.
21.
I mean, for me it's like Corner said, with this shuffling game, it can't go. I think everybody needs to stay put. And I was where Mikey was going. That's where I was headed. Is we talk about the culture change in Dallas, right? And this coaching, right? This coaching, and I think it says a lot if they go with just the best five, right? Because it's Jerry kind of staying out now, right? So we'll see how that goes. But if we see, that political movement, then where it's coming from, and it's the top, right? We've seen it. We've seen the whole Zeke and what was the running back that led to the Titans?
Rico. Not Rico.
Dowdle, right?
Tony Pollard.
We've seen the political move there, right? So
Yep.
but we'll see. Cowboys will Cowboys sometimes.
Corner, what you think, man? You think is it gonna be political? Is it just because you're a first round pick, I'm gonna start you, or are they gonna let the best five play?
Absolutely. You got to let the best five play, and you don't draft Tyler Booker in the first round if you don't think he's the best right guard on the football team. So Tyler Booker, not only is he the best guard on the football field, I get it. We got a love affair with Hoffman, but Tyler Booker is better than Hoffman in the long run. An 18-game season, in a 17-game season, an 18-week NFL league. So when you look at that aspect of it, that's what you have to look at. Now, Terrence Steele, could he have some competition there with Cornelius? Could be. I know
Go down Cornelius.
I know a Jim Beeson playing there in his absence. I know he's back now. That was one of the free agents we signed before the draft. But no, they're going to put the best 5 out there. And if you were drafted in the first round, you're going to be one of the best 5. And that's just is what it is.
Well, I just want to put this out here on tape or film, whatever we use digital. Brock Hoffman, I didn't say that. I think you are the best. He's the friend of the show.
Gotta get back on the show, guys. Gotta get him back on the show.
Hey,
what do you see? Like now you're looking at what an injury could do to the detriment to Tyler Guyton. There was Deuce Vaughn got hurt, which is bad for him because this is his last year. He's gonna get cut. But what it's done for Jadon Blue, what do you guys think about that?
I ain't about getting hurt. Deuce got hurt, huh?
Hamstring.
But what it did is they gave those Deuce carries to Jadon, and it's made Jadon learn fast in a hurry. And then all of a sudden you're seeing highlights of this dude breaking it. I know they're not completely tackling, but there was a couple of them where he made a dude miss and he was gone. You know what I mean? And those are the carries he wasn't getting because Deuce was getting them because apparently he was behind and blitz pickup and stuff like that. But now he has to learn baptism by fire, which is good for Jadon and for us.
Well, let me say this. If that's the case, if Deuce is hurt again, it's a problem because Deuce will get cut before the season will start. And I hate that for him. I'm still cheering for Deuce. I know Cowboy Corner can't. He's a wasted roster spot. Cowboy Corner can't despise
Cowboy Corner don't got the Hallmark channel in his house. He don't got the Hallmark. He don't like the feel good stories.
No. But if Deuce is hurt and if he don't get to play in the preseason, it's bad for him. He's an automatic cut. They're not. They may cut him, may bring him back on the practice squad, but somebody else. But that's a bad spot for people who's hanging on to that end of the 53. If you're on that end of the 53, that's an issue. That's an issue.
Especially when that room is full.
Yes. Yes, it's a full room. Corner, what you think about that? About your favorite running back on the Cowboys?
I'm going to pitch Deuce Vaughn an idea. You know how there's big and tall clothing? He needs a little and small. That's what he needs. He needs a little and small. That should be his clothing line. I'm just pitching that to you, Deuce Vaughn. I don't want any commission off that. Go open you up a little and small clothing line. But
I might be there, man. Leave us short keys alone, man.
When size doesn't matter.
When you're on the back of the depth chart and you're hurt, it only hurts you, right?
Yeah.
And in all seriousness, Deuce Vaughn, this is how he makes a living. This is how he provides for his family. But when that hamstring goes pop, you're losing reps, you're losing opportunity. And a guy that just got drafted in the 5th round, Jadon Blue, he's going to take your spot, and he's going to take that spot pretty quick. Cowboys value. So I know, and I get it. He was a draft pick too, but he was a draft pick a few years ago. See, the momentum is gone. Now you got to prove it. So right now, Jadon Blue has that momentum because he is the new legs that's refreshed here on the roster.
Let me add to something so you can keep talking. And Turpin getting all these carries is not helping Deuce Vaughn because those are Deuce Vaughn carries Turpin's taking away. The little gadget guy plays, the Lucky Whitehead plays that we used to see, the jet sweep plays, these counters with reverses, and then these direct snaps that Turpin is getting used to be Deuce Vaughn carries.
Chop, what you think about it? What you think, Chop?
Man, okay, I don't want to sound like a homer. By him getting hurt, he did not help himself. But here's what I'm thinking, y'all. I'm going back to the politics side.
Okay.
Connor Riley is in the building.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
It's
he
cool.
knows exactly how to get the most out of Deuce Vaughn. That's why Deuce Vaughn been looking like he been looking. Connor Riley came in and changed that zone scheme of how they run that line. All of a sudden, Deuce Vaughn is running all over the place. But I must say that room is crowded, and he may be the odd man out and brought back on the practice squad because I can't see him. Only person he can beat out maybe is Phil Maffa. Maybe. You know, Phil Maffa is a dog out of Clemson,
Yeah, I like
but
some film off of bro.
he may be out, man. It was a good story, but and I saw when Connor Riley came in, I said, "Oh, Deuce Vaughn's gonna run the rock now," and then he
Right.
gets hurt.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. I would love, honestly, I would love to see him because I think with the right blocking, they wouldn't see that guy until he got to the second level.
Mm-hmm.
Period.
Yeah.
But he in a bad room. He in a bad room.
Kuiper, what you think, baby?
I think it only helps Jadon Blue to make an argument for himself to be running back too. Now you're gonna see all the gadget or all the in space plays go to Jadon Blue, and he's only gonna show the Cowboys that Miles Sanders is nothing compared to what he can be. So compared to what kind of juice he offers, everything that Juice Vaughn did, Jadon Blue can easily do, and probably better.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
man, I'm cheering for Deuce. I'm still cheering for Deuce. I'm cheering for him, man. I was in Kansas City at the draft when it happened. I was like, "Yay, we got Deuce," and Deuce ain't done a Deuce yet. Anyway, I mean, let's switch positions right now, man, because I want y'all opinion because I didn't realize this till I was doing a little research. You know, our cornerback position, it's a lot of people hurt. Okay, we got Diggs on the pup. We got Rebel on the pup. We got Butler on the pup, and Kalen Carson's knee out for 4 to 6 fucking weeks.
Yep.
We got 4
Yep.
cornerbacks hurt.
Yeah.
4. And we thought this was gonna have a lot of depth this year because of Diggs coming back and everything. And damn. And
I know, right?
and Bland won't be back in practice until Monday. So that's actually 5.
Yeah.
Okay. That's
Yeah.
5 cornerbacks. 5. Kuiper, please
Yeah.
give me something positive, Kuiper. Can you tell me something positive?
I don't even know if I can, man. Your top 3 starters, Bland, Rebel, and Diggs, neither one of those players have been on the field and haven't gotten any snaps in a new defense.
Mm-hmm.
That's a problem. I didn't even realize that that is a big problem.
Yes.
You got
5 cornerbacks. 5.
Man, you talk about signing a vet for offense, sign a vet for defense. For that,
I believe they already did. I believe they went and got somebody, Christian Matthews.
Yeah, Christian from Arizona.
Yeah. Dude, that's
Camp body. It's a camp body.
It's a body, yeah, it's a body, but it does. It hurts when you have your top. I want to say 3, 4 right cornerbacks out.
Yeah,
and
1, 2, 3. Yeah.
Right,
And
it's
your
hard,
rookie.
But I know, like the Ron Bland is just pretty much. I think he had a baby, right? He had a baby, so he's kind of stepped away for a little bit, or is he hurt?
Sympathy pains.
Right.
Right. So
His hand probably broke.
Yeah.
so hopefully,
No, his wife's having a baby.
yeah. So I mean, that's really not none, but the injuries. This was, and then and then you have one of your top, and then you have your top cornerback come out and kind of disgruntled, and that's kind of like, it adds that little, we might see another Amari situation happen. I don't know. I'm just
good.
Yeah.
On top of his boy not getting his deal, and the owner saying, "Well, the chants for Lamb were a lot louder than they were for Micah."
Oh my God!
All right. So, Cowboy Corner, what you think about these corners, man?
Hey, my stance doesn't change with the corners that it did with the offensive line. Who's the next man up? When I'm looking at these practices, I'm looking at a guy named Troy Pride Jr., who's making a lot of plays in practice. I'm looking at a guy named Kier Elam, who we traded from the Buffalo Bills. Big 2-0 out there making plays. You got Deron Bland still. I know Siobhan Rebel ain't practicing, but he's getting close. I know Maximilian makes a good point. Jahad Campbell, the linebacker at Alabama, the Eagles drafted him. He's out there playing. There's a big injury question mark, but we went ahead and got Siobhan Rebel, right? Who was also injured, but one's practicing and one isn't, and one is not. But he will be there. So when I look at this, these guys are going up against George Pickens, C.D. Lamb, Javante Turpin. Those are big guys, and they're making plays on the ball. As Coach Schottenheimer would say, breaking the triangle. They're doing that. These guys are breaking the triangle, getting the ball out of these guys' hands. It's next man up. And one thing that I'm looking at is Kalen Carson. He was hurt last year as well. He did not play well last year at all. I don't know how in the world this guy is getting the opportunities he is getting. He must have dirt on Jerry Jones, because I don't understand how this man is, number one, wearing 21, and number two, looking like hot shit.
We like Carson out of camp last year. We liked what he provided as a body, but as more the season went on, that Atlanta game especially, like, where the hell were
he needs to change his jersey number? That's
they do. There's a lot
I forgot one more name. Israel Mukuamu. All right, he's your nickel corner.
That's my dog.
Isn't that a safety?
All the guys I like, bro.
No, he's a corner now. He was a corner in college. Dan Quinn made him a safety. Matt Eberflus is making him back to a corner, and he's your nickel corner. So, guys, it looks like the sky's falling, but in Matt Eberflus, I trust here. All right.
Hey, you know what, corner? Okay. I love that you came to Jesus, because when I made suggestions like Kyron Elam and Mukuamu, you shitted on me three to 4 weeks ago before we went on, and I'm glad that you're looking at things of this is what we got. And we're trusting our coaching staff, and I love that you come around, because when I talked about Mukuamu, you shitted on my boy Mukuamu.
Mikey,
I had to remind you, when he played nickel against Tom Brady in the last Tom Brady game, he had an outstanding fucking game.
Mikey,
and I liked and Elam getting that pick six, picking up some stranger's kid like he's Simba. Fucking, you gotta like the camaraderie with our defense, but what this does, it puts pressure on Jerry to sign Micah even more, because what makes a subpar secondary a good fucking pass rush, and we all fucking know that. But
Mikey,
I'm just happy that that my boy corner on the corner, the mics on the corner are on the same page.
Mikey, we're one more topic away from me shitting on your thoughts. Just give it a few more topics. Continue the show, big fella.
This right here is your Mikey moment of the show.
Brought to you by Tourette's, ADD, and No List.
Oh, God.
Welcome to the Cowboy Up Podcast, everybody. If you hadn't been here before, welcome. This is Barbershop Talk. We talk a lot of barber and shopping. A special guest, once again, I'm gonna tell everybody, if you don't know him, man, our special guest, man, from the ATL, by the way of the fucking town, man. Chop is in the building. Also, man, another Texas boy, but he living in that Kansas area, man, the Cowboy Corner. And hey, man, we love everybody here, man. But look, let's get into another topic. Let's get into another. What's wrong? What time? What are you saying, Mike? I ain't sign languages and shit. I know he got a super chat. I saw that. I ain't coming to me. It's coming to him. Fuck. Yeah. Maximilian gave my man a super chat. I appreciate that, Maximilian, for Cowboy Corner. I ain't monetized yet, but you. Hey, I give you my cash app. Hey, I give you my cash app.
Okay.
But anyway. Oh, I'm sorry. I lost my train of thought, man. Y'all got me throw it off. Okay. Cornerback. Siobhan Rebel. Okay. All right. So I want to play this for you, man. I got a kick out of this.
Wait.
Out of this. Go ahead.
What are you playing? I'm sharing the stream.
This is nothing that'll get you in trouble. Nothing that'll get you in trouble. Nothing. Okay. Breathe. Woosah.
It's good Hulk Hogan, not racist Hulk Hogan. All right.
Woosah. It's
Wrestler Hulk Hogan,
it's-
not racist Hulk Hogan.
This is a hot 20 seconds of becoming my new favorite player. All right.
I mean, that's just the epitome of offensive line. You're doing algebra in a fist fight. You know what I mean? You got
You're doing algebra or what?
fist fight.
Algebra and a fist. Okay,
Yeah, it's offensive line.
Okay, what was it? You play.
So you know what he's talking about, right? Okay. As an offensive lineman, you got to be smart and you got to fight at the same time, right? So I'm loving this kid more and more. All right. What he's saying, what he's doing is to me making me fall in love with him more and more. That little quick little snippet, it was all over the internet and everything, doing algebra in the fist fight. So at first, I think he caught the reporters off guard because they didn't know how to react. They was like, doing algebra in the fist fight. So that means you weren't smart enough to catch it. Chop, did you catch it when he said it?
You know what? I'm not gonna lie. I didn't at first, and I had to sit there and go like, okay, you got to be smart and tough at the same. Okay, because you know what? I was looking for something deeper than that, but it was really in your face if
Yes.
you were just caught on with it. You know, this guy, man. I'm excited about this guy. It's almost scary. It's almost seemed like halfway through the season he gonna be running the whole offense. That's what he makes me feel like. He gonna be like, yo, Dak, get rid of the ball in 3 seconds. Don't stand on the ball. Dump it off. I got you, son. Let's go. That's where, to me, that's what I get from him. If he don't take over the offense this year, next year, he is going to be that voice. He is going to be that dude out there looking at dudes like, yo, man, block. Don't let that dude do you like that. What the hell wrong with you? He just can't do it now because he's a freshman. But
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen a rookie like this, especially in this position. You know, so hey, peace out to him, man.
Hey, Kuiper, I saw you beamed up when you saw it, man. What did you think when you heard it, man? Because it got me hyped when he said it.
I was the same way, man. At first, it flew over my head, but when I realized what he was actually saying, I was like, okay, that's a beautiful way to actually describe what he's doing from a brawler, a bruiser's perspective. It's like it really shows how he's prepared, that he knows what he's gotta do. He knows that you gotta fight and think of the next moves while you're fighting. So I loved it. It's the mentality part. Everything that he's been saying is spot on. Everything that he's been saying so far really shows you he's got the mentality of the NFL down to a wire.
But son, don't give these offensive linemen a fucking pass. They're not fighting, they're holding, all right? They're holding. They're just
Don't be hating. Don't be hating. Don't be
Son,
hating.
We were DTs. We're part of the fraternity.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
down with those dirty ass guards. Getting combo blood,
Hey.
grabbing my girdle and shit.
21. The people who blocked for you was doing algebra and having a fist fight. What did you think, 21? You ran the ball.
Hey, I needed to open A, right? I need that algebra and those fist fights to open up them holes, man, right? So, it's like Kuiper says, this man has that mentality and he's talking the talk right now. I'm just excited for Chopper. I'm really excited to see him, right? Especially in those preseason games if we get to see him, right? So I'm excited. He's been talking that talk since he got drafted and everything.
Since day one.
Since day one, he's been talking that
Since
talk.
day one.
It looks like he's gonna walk that walk, and that's what I'm excited to see.
Man,
Go
go ahead.
I'm sorry, Chris. One more thing. He was the only one to shut down Donovan Easy Rock in practice.
He's the star
He's the only one.
Yeah.
He was the only one to do it. He shut him down. I mean, easily too. And he shut down Sam Williams easily. And I'm watching him going like, damn,
Well,
what the hell?
that's in that NASCAR package. I don't know if I know exactly what you're talking about. They have this NASCAR package where they put it's obviously going to be it's going to be Micah, Nealon, Williams, Odigizua. And they had him. Sam Williams face to Booker. Booker better manhandle his ass. And as a Rocco, but as a Rocco's has gotten Tyler Booker in stunts. His stunt game.
Yes.
He has.
Yeah.
But
He got him in stunts. But straight up,
Yeah. So, Cowboy Corner, what did you think, man, when you heard the algebra in a fist
Dude,
fight?
I wrote that down. I have a thing called Sounds of the Lineman.
Uh-huh.
And I'll tell you my top 3, okay?
Okay.
Sounds of the Lineman. Algebra in a fist fight made number 1.
Okay.
George, when Looney ran with the tune of Zeke, and they asked him, how did you run that fast with Zeke? He said, I pictured Dunkin' Donuts in the end zone. That's number 2. And number 3
game, right? The last
yes.
game.
And number 3 is when Lyell went from the left side to the right side. A lineman asked him, how hard is it to switch? The Lyell Collins looked at the reporter dead in his face and said, are you right-handed? He said, yeah. He goes, wipe your ass with your left hand. That's how it is.
Hey, but it's true.
Right.
It's true
Stay
because
right.
remember all last year when I was telling you how everybody said how easy it was going to be for BB to switch from guard to center. I said, bro, that's a different animal. Even though to his detriment, to his positivity, that he actually did a good job and became a real good center. But it's hard, bro. You see the trouble Guyton is having going his whole career in Oklahoma being a right tackle going to left tackle. It looked like he ain't never played before. So that's a great quote. I need to write that one down. I need that one, man. Try wiping your ass with your left hand when you're right-handed, baby. Have you ever wiped your ass with your left hand when you're right-handed?
Y'all nasty. Y'all don't know how to use the 3
She said no. She said no. She said no. But hey, man, look, I was excited about it, man. When I heard the quote. And then I was also excited, Mikey kind of brought it up with Elam when he went and picked up the kid after the interception. Have you noticed something about practice? Practice is a lot different this year than it is last year. Man, these guys are hyped at every moment. It looked like a high school or college practice. It don't look like an NFL practice. And I am excited about that. Mikey, you got any thoughts on that?
He does.
Hey, real quick, I gotta go, guys.
Okay, all right, Kuiper, man, take it easy, brother.
Hey, bye. Hey, enjoy the movie. It's a great movie. So, I want to thank Law Nation for his live video stream. I want to thank Cam Fam for their video stream and my partner Eric Serrano. I always remember El podcast Mis Cowboys. He was out there and you could just see the difference. You could see how Shoddy gets in there, or that fight that Sam Williams. Sam Williams is fighting again, but there was a punch thrown, and when that punch was thrown, it's reported that Shoddy went from player coach to coach because they ain't gonna have none of that fucking nonsense, and that's good. And they listen, and there hasn't been another punch thrown since. You know what that tells me? They respect the dude.
Right.
There's a limit. Of course, they want to fight each other. Of course, it's competition, but there is a way to be out of bounds. Obviously, on this show, things have gotten that way. But there's got to be a level of respect with people that you work with. And when Shoddy lost his shit because they threw a punch, and there hasn't been a punch thrown since, now that they're in pads, that says a lot. If they love this guy, and I've already thought about this, I feel sorry for the LA Chargers. If they play their asses off of this guy, the LA Chargers are going to get their ass kicked. Put that as a win, just for the simple fact that he wants get backs for how they did his daddy.
Chop, any thoughts on that?
Hey, You know what? I'm very, very happy that Shotty got the respect that he have. You know, he knows how to throw that rope out there, and he's sitting out there dangling that rope. But when it was time to tighten it up, when that fight came, he was the same coach, and he tightened it up, and he got their respect. I feel very, very good about it because sometimes that's kind of stuff get out of control, and the coach will kind of fold a little bit. Oh, okay, it's all right. But same energy he had on being hyped to get them all playing was the same energy he had to calm them all down, let them know, hey, listen, this is serious business. This is the real deal. We ain't doing that. We're gonna play hard. We're gonna work hard. But we're not gonna do this on this football field. Not while I'm at watch.
You
And once
sound like somebody's daddy, bro. Oh my God.
hey, oh hey, I had a son. Well, yeah, I had a son that play. But yeah, I respect him on that. But let me go back to something real quick about the offensive lineman while we still talking about this real quick. Clayton Adams did an interview today. I don't know if you saw it, but Clayton Adams, back to this politic game about the best five, he said something I just thought about. He said, we are doing the best five. If you can't play, you're not going to be here. I was like, damn.
Okay.
Go back and check it out if you can.
That's what you want to hear. That's what you want to hear. 21, you any thoughts?
I mean, on these practices, it's looking up tempo. It's looking like, I guess what we've been talking about since the beginning of, I guess the whole Cowboys and the draft and all that. This culture is changing, and you see it, right? You see it on the field. Like I said, I hope this I guess this play that they're doing now, I hope it continues and carries on the camaraderie, how they get along, all that, because it's football's a brotherhood, right? We've all played it, and so when you go into these games and you go in kind of as one, it's and that's what it's looking like right now. It's we're gonna be a force to be reckoned with, especially. I mean, I feel like they got us underrated in everywhere, right?
Yeah.
So I think that they see our schedule and they see us. That's the same old Cowboys, but I just think we're different this year. You feel it, you see it. It's different. I'm excited.
We're 50-1 to get to the Super Bowl, and then to make the playoffs. What is it? Negative 2.241 or something like that. The lowest we've been to make the playoffs since 2014. But what happened in 2014, guys?
Made the playoffs. Went up there and beat Seattle. When the Dome couldn't get beat.
It was a catch, but
it was a catch.
All right. Well, look, we started late tonight, so we're finishing early. We're gonna do with our final thoughts, man. Final thoughts. We'll start with my man, Cowboy Corner. What's your final thoughts, man, for the night?
Yeah, no, I'll touch on practice real quick, and then I'll give my final thoughts.
Sure, go ahead.
So I've been drinking the Schottenheimer Kool-Aid for a while now. I was on my own little island, drinking that Schottenheimer Kool-Aid. I was chugging the Kool-Aid of Schottenheimer because what I seen was action, right? Mike McCarthy lied to me. Jason Garrett was a robot. I seen Schottenheimer and says, "Hey, I'm gonna treat the players as people, and then we're gonna play football." Right? A lot of people took that the wrong way. I was like, "Okay, let's see how you do it." Schottenheimer said, "We're gonna run the football, and we're gonna be aggressive up front." He goes against Clayton Adams. He goes against Connor Riley. He drafts Tyler Booker. He drafts 2 running backs. Okay, I like the way you do things. Then he goes and takes players on dinners and bowling and Greek dancing. I didn't like the Greek dancing thing, but he did that with his quarterbacks and having a shrimp boil and doing these things, right? All that led up to the moment that the punch was thrown. Because if Schottenheimer did not take the approach he did in the offseason, he could not stand in that huddle and say what he said to those men, and those men take him serious. That's how you lead. That's how you build respect, and that's how it's built in any foundation of management. I've been in management since I was 19. from managing people in corrections to managing employees in the workforce. I've managed, and this is how you build that foundation, and that's why I've been on it. There's a thing that we call in law enforcement, it's called being firm, fair, and consistent. Schottenheimer is firm, he's fair, and he's consistent. And that right there is going to earn respect in that locker room. You're going to have guys wanting to run through brick walls for Brian Schottenheimer because his approach to these players. This is the Pete Carroll. This is the Dan Quinn approach, and it works. It absolutely works. My final thoughts, guys. 11 days to preseason. Against these Rams. Take these practices with a grain of salt. Whatever Jadon Blue does in Oxnard doesn't mean anything until we see him in preseason.
Yes,
when the lights are bright, you have to be right. And if you ain't, you get exposed. And we can't have these guys get exposed. We need everybody, all 53 men, when it comes time to get cut, to be available and be ready for these stank-ass, hoe-ass, puss-ass Eagles.
Thank you.
Hey,
Thank
what is
you.
it?
You forgot the trick
Hey,
ass.
Eagles. What's the chant? What's the chant? What's the chant?
Die, Eagles, die on the road to misery. You ready? F-U-C-K, fuck
them Eagles. F-U-C-K, fuck the Eagles.
I love Cowboy Corner. I fucking love Cowboy Corner. Like you, man. All right, Chop, you got to follow that, man. Give me your final thoughts, Chop.
Hey, first of all, hats off to Cowboy Corner. I second everything you just said. It's one more name we left out as far as getting the respect of a team, and you probably won't like this, but Doug Peterson. Remember the year Doug Peterson took over the Eagles and how hyped they were during the whole training camp, through the season, all the way to the Super Bowl. He did the exact same thing. So I'm loving this. And I think what we dealing with.
I understand what you mean.
Yeah. I'm loving this because, number one, this is what the players needed. They needed Schottenheimer. Schottenheimer, Shotty, he relates to these players. And the players actually respect him for real. And nobody believes in him. I've been hearing all this trash. Oh, he ain't gonna win. He's never been a head coach. Okay. Keep thinking that. And I want to leave y'all with this. If you go back and do some research about the games last year, go back and look at the interviews with Mike McCarthy, and then look at the interviews with Brian Schottenheimer. They are vastly different. That's when I knew there was a disconnect. Right. I knew there was a disconnect. I knew it right then. I said, wait a minute, something ain't right. But anyway, back to my final thoughts. Hey, man, this was a good show. Hey, thank y'all for having me on the squad. Appreciate y'all bringing me in, and I can't wait to do something with the season. I think it's going to be a hell of a season. I'll be out there at one of the games or two. Hope to run into one of y'all, and hope this ain't the last show.
Yes, sir.
Chop. All right. 21. Give us your final thoughts, 21.
11 days, man. 11 days, and we get back to that preseason. We get to really see what we hope to see, right? I guess that what we're seeing now in training camp. So I'm excited. This season it can't get here any faster. You see Mikey with the Cowboy Up podcast, as he always says, man. Tell your friends about us. But I'm excited, man. It's here. It's finally here. It's what we've been waiting for.
All right, 520. Give us your final thoughts, baby.
This is, man. Get your honeydews done. Get your honeydews done for the next month. Go to church when you're supposed to go to church. Grease up the white. Take your white out for dates, because once September 4th starts, even earlier for some of our college fans, we're gonna be occupado. We're not gonna be here. It's gonna be a glorious time where I know you're on the West Coast, Chris, where you're just gonna be in your sandals and pregame's gonna be on while you eat your Fruit Loops or your Cinnamon Toast Crunch. It's a beautiful time zone. You're gonna love it all the way from the morning all the way tonight, and then you can go to bed. But I just want to just let everybody know. Ahorita vamos a tener otro capítulo de el podcast Mis Cowboys con Eric Serrano, Boots on the Ground, Sontiniza también, and same thing with here, Cowboy Podcast. Like, subscribe, and if you love us, tell your friends about us.
All right, man. My final thoughts is this. The big fella is excited. Whenever you put them elephant draws on, if people don't know what that means, it's your pads. And you put that helmet on and you hear the cracking, the smell you have in the locker room. We all play football. Y'all know, y'all remember that smell
that smell
in the locker room.
Yeah.
Okay. It was half sweat, half funk. It was half, but half mold. But that smell got you excited to play some fucking football, right? So the guys got that smell in their head right now, and it's football season.
Sir.
I can't wait till the Rams come hopping, skipping their little punk ass up north, play a little practice, you know. Then I can't wait till we go down there and play an actual preseason game, because I'm really excited, man, to see these rookies. The Cowboys got a lot of questions, and we need a lot of answers, because I think we really need to pay attention to the preseason games this year, guys, because, you know, before they would just have afterthoughts. But the Cowboys got 30 new players on their team, and we got 30 fucking questions that we need answered. So that's what I want.
Beautiful.
That's what I need. That's the big fella's final thoughts. Man, once again, thanks for Chop, man, all the way from the ATL, staying up late, man, to talk a little Cowboy football. Thanks to Mike Cowboy Corner in Kansas, man. Appreciate that. Also, 21 in El Paso, and Mikey in Arizona. As you can tell, this is a fucking America's team show, and we all over America, ain't we? From the East Coast to the Central,
like
to Mountain and West. We got all 4 time zones represented tonight. Appreciating Cowboy Corner, streaming his people. Brando, man, appreciate you always. Fire in the comments. Thank you, Aaron in the comments, Maximilian in the comments. Appreciate y'all joining us always. My man, WWE guy, Ivan Sosa, always in there. Appreciate you there. Hey, man, once again, as we always say here at the Cowboy Up Podcast, Dallas Cowboys for life.
Puro pinches Cowboys.
What kind of weird is Christian Wilkins doing now? Doing the splits and kissing motherfuckers up in that fucking locker room?
Yeah, let me give a big shout out to St. Louis Joe, bro, in the building. Always WWE Ivan Sosa in the building.
You see him?
The loyalist. You got Cowboy Beat in the building.
The great Cowboy Beat.
Big shout out, man. Big shout out to y'all. Appreciate y'all joining. We only growing, guys. We only growing. It's gonna get bigger. Excited.
Hey, did you see he got retrofit right in the introduction?